We just bought 5 pigs to make sure we have meat for the winter. We've never owned pigs before. What could possibly go wrong? Today I have a ton of stuff to get done. I have to get a pig pen ready for 5 pigs. I need to get some cages that I have in the back of my truck to go pick up the pigs. I gotta get them all secured. And then I've gotta run an hour and a half away to pick up 5 pigs. Get back here, get the pigs in the pen. And I gotta do all of that before it gets dark. All right, here are the kennels. We just have some dog kennels we're gonna be setting up. You ready to help me get it done? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, let's see if we can get this figured out. Well, that'll work, I think. We just need to get them strapped down. And I think we're good to go. I'm gonna, right now, get on finishing our pen. I'm down here in our pig pen. This is actually gonna get moved around, so I'm just using cattle panel and T-posts, so it's a very simple setup. We're just using some plastic covered wire to affix the cattle panel to the T-posts, and I think this is gonna work just fine. And then we can move this. So we're gonna basically have one pen set up, and then we will set up another pen where they're gonna head to next. And then when we're ready, we'll move them into the next pen over. And then we'll tear down this pen and set up the next pen. And our plan is just to, behind us here, is just to literally move them this way. This is right by the old shop here that we need to fix up. And the house is over there. So it's pretty close. And the pigs we're picking up are 20-pound pigs. So they're pretty small. While they're real tiny, I want to keep them close to the house here where we can access them really quickly and easily. They can't really defend themselves at this stage. So if there's a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Okay, vanilla ice. Man, that oak tree is beautiful. I don't know if the camera does that oak justice, but it's a beautiful tree. I'm sad some of these big oaks we have a handful of them on the property. These big bur oaks. They're, you know, people call them white oak, but these are actually bur oak, which is, I think, a kind of white oak, but they are not white oak. They are bur oak. As you can tell by the fact that they don't want to grow straight. They want to get all gnarly and go all over the place. But these trees, these big white oaks, I'm really sad because they are all dying now. And one is dead. We're gonna make our kitchen table out of that, out of a solid slab of the one, but they're pretty much all dying. And these oaks were here when my grandfather moved here as a little boy 100 years ago. They were here and they were big trees then. He said, yeah, they were big. I remember as a kid him telling me that these handful of white oaks around, they were so big that they couldn't, you know, he and his brothers couldn't put their arms around him when they moved here. So they were big then, and they're even bigger now. But unfortunately, you know, trees die like everything else. But it'll be interesting when we cut some of these down to count the rings and see how old they are. I'm guessing they're pushing you know, they're pushing 200-year-old trees, something like that. They're massive. Got to get this pen finished. I need to drive some T-posts, haul some cattle panel around, and then have Lawrence tie everything off. We're gonna get to that now, and then we've got to run to go get the pigs, and I've got to get water set up here today, and we need to get pig feed. Is this all last minute, you might be asking yourself? Well, no, I mean, we've been wanting to do this, but everything's last minute when you have no time, and I never have any time for anything. So you ready to get on it, Lawrence?
Mm-hmm. With my bigger camera.
With your bigger camera? I see. Is that how we're playing it?
My bigger camera.
Okay. All right, with his bigger camera. Magic time-lapse sequence begins. Well, what can I say? We got it done. Mostly done. Lawrence is gonna go around here to the bottoms right now and just do the final tie off. I didn't really research much how people do it. My dad said 1 or 2 strands of electric wire, the really thin stuff, pretty low to the ground, will keep the pigs in. And we might switch to that as they get bigger, but a couple of things that we didn't have around here when my dad had pigs that we have now. 1, bear. There were no bear around here when my dad was a kid. There weren't even bear around here when I was a kid. And coyotes. There weren't coyotes here. I saw one as a child when I was hunting, but when I asked, well, what could it possibly be? It almost looked like a wolf, but it was scraggly looking. Everybody that I was hunting with, my grandpa and all the old timers, said, it was just a dog. There weren't even coyotes around here. That wasn't something they thought, oh, it must be a coyote. So now we have coyotes around here, tons of them, big packs of them, and we have bears. Right now I'm walking in our new turnaround for bigger trucks. You know, one of those standard sort of 30-footer, 40-foot trucks. 30, probably 30 something. Like a big moving truck. I'd like to be able to get one of those to be able to turn around in here. So we're gonna expand this out, but you can see kind of is nice. Comes around, goes back. So slowly but surely everything is getting cleaned up here and we're getting stuff in. We've got so much work to do on the farm here. This is the first year in a lot of years that we are going to be able to call this a farm once again. How's it going, baby girl?
Good.
You ready to go?
I'm gonna hold piglets and name one Mabel.
You're gonna hold piglets and name one Mabel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they aren't gonna be piglets, but you can definitely hold a pig. We're gonna get in the truck and then we are gonna take off.
And buy piggies.
And buy piggies.
That's my favorite number.
Well, Sarah May.
Yeah.
We are going to get pigs.
Going to get pigs.
What do you think of that?
Are we ready for pigs?
No, but we're never ready for anything.
We're never ready for anything. I know.
We're just gonna have to do it.
We're just gonna do it.
It's actually a really good bit of advice a Dr. LaRose gave me. He said, it'll never be the right time to do anything that you really want to do. Like, it's never going to be the right time. So you just got to do it, you know? got a tarp for $5, which
Hey.
he wasn't gonna charge me for it, but I insisted. So.
That was super cool of him. I know, I was like,
And you put some bedding down in there.
I saw that. The girls were debating what it was made out of. I told them it was corn.
Yep, corn.
I said it was corn.
Yep, I
It's
know.
corn.
They have horseshoes around there.
Nice people.
Seemed like it from through the window.
Yeah, maybe
They're just like us.
Yep.
They want to know where their food came from.
Mm-hmm.
They raise their own pigs for their own meat every year. And I told him this is our first time raising them. He said he did say we should get them under a heat lamp. So that's something additional we need to do today.
Oh, okay.
Well, we made it home with the pigs.
I just pet a pig.
Do you want to see them, Augie?
Yeah.
Take her.
No. Oh, they're going crazy. Oh, she got pig snot all over.
Oh, you need a diaper change.
You got pig snot all over you. All right, I'm gonna see if I can't. I'm just gonna try to lift them all down here together. We'll see how it works. You guys freaking out, huh? Just for you, Morgan. Release the piggins! There they go. They're scared of you, so just... Well, did you ever think you'd see pigs on the property again, Dad?
I don't know that I ever thought that'll never happen, you know.
Yeah.
So, no, I guess it's not a total surprise.
Yeah.
Can I go in there?
Yeah. Here, don't climb over, just go in there. I've got some feed in the back that we need to get them, and we'll get them some water here.
They're already chewing on stuff.
Yeah, chewing on roots and stuff. Look at that. They think that's good.
Love something like this.
So you're happy to have them on the land?
Sure, why not?
Well, you always
Pigs-
talk
pigs-
to me about how much you loved pigs.
Well, pigs
If
are
someone dared say you're like a pig and they meant it in the negative, or if you said you're dirty, filthy like a pig, or pigs are
I'd get
filthy,
after 'em.
you sure would.
Well,
You'd
pigs
say,
are the cleanest. I mean, a pig will never lay down in you know what. And a cow probably could care less. So pigs are clean. I'm not saying as nature-wise they're clean. I'm just saying they do their best to have it, you know, clean, to stay in the clean. They go outside of wherever they're staying to go to the bathroom. They don't, you know, just lay there and go to the, I mean, they're great little animals.
well, it's exciting to have them on here, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. For those of you who were saying to yourself, you can't use cattle panels to keep in little pigs. You need hog panels for that. You would be completely right. And we just found that out because the pigs escaped. They just went, can't get under the bottom two, but they went up to the next one and they just jumped right out. Honestly, I thought we were buying more like 40-pound pigs, and these are more like 20-pound pigs. So, first time mistakes. What can I say? But we did make a mistake. We have to, right now, last minute, move the pigs from the pen that I built them into, we're gonna move them into the pen that we have. I had it as a dog kennel a long time ago, and we used it to put the chickens in when we first moved over here last summer. My father, the The pig master is inspecting that. He gave me the thumbs up. He thinks that that'll be great, and that's gonna be a whole lot easier for us to get done than anything else in the next 2 hours before it gets dark.
No, don't try hurting them. Let's get away from there.
You like rooting around, huh? Why don't you go get in your pen? Go get some food.
They'll all do what I want them to do probably if we help out a little bit.
They like the front yard for whatever reason.
I mean, why wouldn't you like the woods more?
Because they can't see what's coming to attack them. Big open area they can take off before a predator gets them. Stop. Let them get in. Okay, now slowly go. Shut it. Shut it. Shut it.
But that probably can't. Oh, there we go. Hey, girls and boys. Okay, and then back up on it over.
I mean, it's protected here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Twisty, twisty, and then from here up to here, twisty, twisty. Yeah, that'll work. And then we just need to get a hair trimmer to trim my hair real quick.
No response.
Nothing.
Everybody comes in and out.
What if we just went from there?
Yeah.
As long as they'll sleep in here. As long as they go in there and sleep. Hey Dad, what's the best way to train them to go in there? Just food again? Or?
Do nothing. Just be out of there.
Okay.
I just want them got don't
Interesting. You look like Wilson right now.
Hi-ho, neighbor. I think it was Plutarch who once said. You wonder why I want to cut my hair?
Behind the grapevine there. Why do you want to cut your hair?
You cannot tell why?
I totally can tell why. You're like
Just-
crazy frizzy, like poof ball.
That's right. This is what happens when you don't have Jason Momoa's money to oil his hair every day and coconut and avocado oil.
Maybe you need to invest in a bottle of mane and tail.
Yeah. You can use the mane and tail, but don't touch the verticoli. 65% of the time it works. Every time.
How many Will Ferrell references have you and I made just today alone?
I don't know. Tons.
A lot.
The other night I was like, I looked at Lawrence and I was like, I was almost gonna nunchuck you, you don't even know. And then he's just like, what? And I'm like, yeah, movie reference you don't get.
You want to come see me, don't you?
Grandpa the pig whisperer.
How are they crazy? Oh, they going to literally come to guys. That's impossible. It's impossible.
Hey kids. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we did it. It was a little bit more involved than we were hoping or planning. I never knew my dad could talk to pigs until today. It does not surprise me. If you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. Be sure to like the video. And until next time, I'll see you later.